Hey, micro class, welcome on back. It is, what, Wednesday? Wednesday, April 21st, 2021, or maybe, just maybe it is Thursday, April 22nd, 2021. Either way, hope you're having a great week so far, whether you're an A day or a B day. Today, we got a little bit of an important day. These last few Microsoft Word classes, very important. We're going over some very important things that you're going to need to know for the future. Some lifesavers, if you will, some time savers, but really lifesavers. Last class review, though, let's start there. We learned how to do a bunch of different things all over the place last class. We had some spelling and grammar check, and really it was just a spell check that we worked on. Anything that is not in the dictionary, a little red line underneath. I did forget to tell you one thing, and I want you to make note of this. If that line is blue, if it's a blue line underneath it, that means it's a grammar mistake. Meaning you probably said something and the words were spelled right, but it didn't make sense. Something like, me go to the store. Yeah, that doesn't make that much sense. I go to the store. I went to the store. I am going to the store. I have gone to the store. All of those make sense. So if you see a blue line underneath, it means, probably not the right grammar, and it'll give you other options to choose from that might be a little bit better grammar. We took a look at different orientations, things like that, just some basics. And we're going to continue down that path with today's class. Today, we're going to talk about the undo, the redo, and cut, copy, and paste. 5 things that are pretty important. So what I want you to do today is just sit back, relax, maybe have a piece of paper and a pencil for some note-taking. Might need that for your assignment. But let's go ahead and take a look at Microsoft Word. All right, so we're going to start with what is clearly something that I didn't just type up right now, but let's act like it's a report that I did, of course, on my wife. On the singer slash actress slash makeup icon Rihanna, not my wife. Unfortunately. Let's say I wrote a report on her. Let's say I was in college and I was asked to write a report, and bam, look at all this information I typed in. My goodness. I wrote about each CD. I even talked about her public image. I got 5 pages worth of information here. That is a lot of time that I spent on this document. Now sometimes, just sometimes, you want to make some edits to every single thing in your document. Maybe you don't like this size. Look at, we're at 18. We know 18 is not the right size for a paper. So we're going to highlight all of this. And we click down the mouse, drag all the way to the bottom because we want to change all of the text here. We want it to all be size 12. We got it all. It's all highlighted. We'll click here on our font size button, go 12, and we'll go Times New Roman. There we are. Beautiful. Oh, look at this. This is a wonderful paper. But after I do that, and it's all still highlighted, what if, just by chance, purely an accident, I sneezed and hit the G key? Oh, no. I also hit the T key, but man, my whole paper is gone. I can't believe it. I spent 10 days writing this paper and it's due in 3 hours. There's no way on earth I'm ever going to be able to finish it and redo it by the time it's due. My teacher will never believe me. What am I going to do? Fear not, my friends, because I'm about to show you the most important button in Microsoft Word. It will save you. It will save you time. It will save you in the future. It will save your grade. It will save your job. It is the most important button that hopefully you will not have to use a lot. But my goodness, in these situations, when you're about to have a heart attack and pass out from the stress, all you got to do is go right on up here to this little arrow pointing backwards that says undo typing. We're going to click it. And it just undid our last action. Oh my goodness. Thank heavens. Everything is back. Let's take a quick look. It is all there. Now, this may not happen to you ever. I pray that it doesn't happen to you, but I guarantee that it will. Maybe you just wanted to, I don't know, change up the way these first two paragraphs looked. And somebody came in, maybe it was your little brother, and they hit the delete button thinking it'd be funny. Whoop! Again, same thing. You just go right up here, undo button, and bam, there it is. This has saved me. It will save you so many times. Trust me, you don't plan on accidents happening. But when they do, this is what helps you. Now that button right next to it, that's very simple. That's the redo button. So anything you undo, you can redo. If we wanted to redo, oh, there we go. We lost our 2 again. Our first 2 paragraphs. That's what happened. Maybe we wanted to do that. We didn't, so we'll hit the undo button. Now the undo button, if you see this arrow, will actually show you all the things that you've done since your document was blank. So let's go ahead. We can hit it more than once. Boom, 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 boom. Look at all these font changes Mr. Weckbaugh did before the video actually started. I bet we could go back all the way. We just keep clicking. There is our original document. We opened it up, and then boom. If we hit the redo button, the same thing. We can hit it as many times as we want. Redo, bam. There we go. We have pretty much the entire Wikipedia page of Rihanna. We'll scroll to the top. There it is. Early life, pictures of her on tour, yada, yada, yada. All right. Now, we'll hit that redo button as many times as we need to. Oh, looks like we're done. We'll scroll to the top of the page until it gets back to exactly what we wanted, which would be everything looking font size 12, font style Times New Roman. Just going to keep clicking it. Oh, there we go. This is where we last left off, but we are missing those first 2 paragraphs, so we'll hit the undo button again. Boom. There we go. So basically, the undo button is for oopsie daisies, and the redo is, you know what? Let's redo what we just undid. Very important. Hands down, the most important button that you will ever use. Like I said, you may not use it often. I hope that you don't. But when you need it, here's where it's at. And it is one of the most, it just is the most important button on Microsoft Word. Now, the final 3. We talked about undo. We talked about redo. The final 3 are cut, copy, and paste. First of all, let's go over the copy function. Copy, that's exactly what you think it is. It's when you copy something exactly word for word. So let's say we like this paragraph and we wanted it somewhere else. Let's just say, I don't know, later on in the document. We got to highlight it all and we want to copy this. So we'll go up to where it says File, right next to it where it says Edit. Click on Edit and go to Copy. Now we click Copy. And as you see, nothing changed. This is still highlighted. But what we did is we copied all of this information into the brain, basically, of Microsoft Word. We said, hey, store this information in your brain. We want you to have this information because we might want to use it again somewhere. Now, let's open up a new document. Right now, we have that information still copied in the brain of our Microsoft Word. If we want to get it here, we're going to use one of those other functions we talked about. We'll go right up to Edit and hit Paste. The paste function pastes whatever is in the brain's memory right now. And it only goes back for the last thing you copied. So if we wanted to paste again, guess what? It's just going to do the same exact paragraph. Whatever we have copied, whatever is in the brain of this Microsoft Word document. Now let's go back to this original right here, okay? Let's say maybe we don't want to copy this, but we want to move it. Let's say this second paragraph is really good, but we want it to be the 4th paragraph. We're going to highlight this second paragraph. And we could just drag it down, but if you see, geez, we already, I don't know, let's just get rid of it. we messed up. We messed up. Let's go ahead, hit that undo button. All right, there we are. We're back. It's a pain in the butt trying to move it. Maybe we wanted it as a 14th paragraph. That's just going to be a nightmare. There's an easier way. We've highlighted it all. We're going to go back up to the edit button. And instead of hitting copy, we're going to hit cut. And when you cut, you see that whatever you had highlighted goes away. It's gone. We cut it out of our paper. However, just like with the copy function, it's still in the brain of the Microsoft Word. So if we wanted to go down here, we're going to click right here. We'll hit enter, and let's go back to the edit button, and we're going to hit paste, and boom, there it is. Now, same as I showed you before, if we wanted to paste it in a new document, we can do that as well. We're just going to go to the edit and hit paste. There it is. All right. So those are 3 functions that are pretty important. We'll go back to our original document, and we'll even undo it, get it back to how it was supposed to be. Right there. The undo button, very important. The redo it button, kind of important, not as much. Going up to edit and the cut, copy, and paste function, very important as well. And real quick, right now you can see that the cut and copy buttons, they're gray and we can't highlight them like the others. That's because we don't have anything here highlighted. You can only cut or copy what is ever highlighted. You might use the copy function quite a bit if you're trying to get a quote from online, or if you want to copy something offline and add it somewhere, you'll use the copy and paste function. The cut is more for moving things around. And that is it. So let's go ahead, now that we've learned about those 5 items, and take a look at what your assignment is. All right, y'all, there you have it. Now, for today's assignment and attendance, got 2 things. Let's take a look. Number 1, this is basically your attendance question. What did Mr. Weckboss say is the most important button in Microsoft Word? Which button did I say was the most important button? And number 2, your actual assignment is I want you to give me 1 sentence for each of these 5 things we learned about today. So that's 5 total sentences, 1 sentence for each, explaining each function that we learned about today. Give me 1 sentence that explains the undo function. Give me 1 sentence that explains the redo. Give me 1 sentence that explains the cut function. 1 sentence that explains the copy function, and 1 sentence that explains the paste function. That is it. That's your assignment for today. Get it to me by the end of the day. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm here to help. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will see you next class.